So yeah, I absolutely love this shop. So much going, so much of this area is filled top to bottom with amazing toys. So definitely get yourself down here if you've not been before. This caught my eye. This really amazing Hulk Hogan toothbrush set. It's not something you see every day, and that is just absolutely fantastic. So just really amazing figures. We've got that hot spot back there. Got Movie Splinter. Just so many toys in this line that I haven't got that I would love to get. Would love to add them to my Ghostbusters collection. Hello and welcome to the very first episode of the Retro Toy Crusader with me, Elliot, of 2026. I cannot tell you how quickly I felt that last year went. It seemed to be over in a second. And the fact that we are now in a brand new year is very exciting because I've got ideas going forward for this year. I want to go to different places that I've not been before. The Toy Fair season is shortly upon us, where everything starts, getting back up at the end of this month. So I'm really excited to be going to there. Sandown is next month, which I'm really hoping to get to. So there's a lot to look forward to this year, and I really want to see where this channel can go. So just to kick off this new year, I thought I'd revisit a really great place that I went to only once before, and that's the Vintage Toy Monster in Portsmouth. I just wanted to see what was going on, if there was anything new. I'd seen Ian, the owner, in a couple of other people's videos recently. He's always got a lot to say. He's a really great bloke. It's brilliant going to his shop because he makes you feel very welcome. He knows what he's talking about, and he's just always happy to have a chat with you. So, as I say, let's kick off 2026 with the Vintage Toy Monster. And I'll tell you what, let's head over to this guy. So with it being a new year, I thought I'd return to the Vintage Toy Monster in Portsmouth and see what they've got going on. So let's go take a look. Right, I am back at the Vintage Toy Monster. So only ever been here once, and when I was here, absolutely fell in love with the place because I just love how it's packed to the rafters with amazing retro goodness. That Sentinel is pretty cool. Lots and lots of Marvel. And we've got Street Sharks there. As I say, Street Sharks so popular at the moment. I think I remember I had one with rollerblades that I got from Woolworths back in the day. Would love to add them to my Ghostbusters collection.
You're doing alright.
25 Dracula with the cape is an amazing price.
A bit of time off, which makes a change. So a few days off, but yeah, I've enjoyed it.
We've got Fort Kerrion back there from Bravestar. That's awesome. And then we've got boxed footski and knucklehead.
The weather's enough anyway. It's not like you can go out and sit on the beach.
No. So you don't know what day of the week it is.
No, you don't. I know. They keep saying, what day is it?
At least on Monday, everyone knows it's Monday.
Again, got such amazing Star Wars figures here. Got that R2-D2 there for 175. Love that Ewok phone, Ian.
It's cool, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really cool.
I've had it in there a while, but do you know what I sold yesterday, which was really, I mean, it was super cool. Empire Strikes Back, like a juice jug.
Oh, a juice jug,
with
really?
a lid, and all these pictures, and it was really vibrant.
Yeah.
and a guy thought it was one of them jugs that you just put the straw in and drink. I went,
Oh,
"No."
okay.
What's this? One of them like a kids' party. You'd have the juice.
Yeah,
jug.
yeah. Oh, right. Oh,
You know
that's
what I mean?
amazing. Yeah.
And it was well cool.
It's nice when you see those obscure things, isn't
Well, I
it?
look out for stuff like that now.
Yeah.
Because you always see the generic figures.
Yeah,
and
of
stuff,
course.
But you don't see things like that.
No.
So to me, it's like, I've just had.
I love anything to do with Nightmare Before Christmas. So that Jack Skellington is absolutely cool. And then you got Behemoth there, shifting eye action. And who doesn't like Alien with Sigourney Weaver? I must say, I've not been too much of a fan of the more recent Alien stuff, but the originals are killer. Got RoboCop. And you got that monster thing from Pan's Labyrinth, and then Labyrinth. And then I was such a fan of the kids' TV show Trapdoor.
Cause there's something down there.
Buzz off. That crap gets everywhere. Your lord and master is getting up. Ah, on the wrong side of the bed.
Now, let's talk about the absolutely brilliant kids' TV show, Trapdoor. I think it first aired in 1986, and this is something that I absolutely loved as a kid. I was really big on stop motion and anything claymation. Those things like Pingu, Morph, and this Trapdoor was absolutely exceptional. And it has one of the most catchiest theme tunes you can ever imagine. In fact, till this day, I still sing that out loud because it's just so amazing. It follows Burke, the little blue monster who serves the thing upstairs. The one thing that he's not supposed to do is open that trapdoor, but guess what? He does open that trapdoor. But it really is a cult classic here in the UK. Again, it's just something that's going to have a real good longevity, and it's just one of those things that really bring me back to my childhood, because it was definitely on the list of things that I used to watch a lot of. So again, just seeing like things like that in the Vintage Toy Monster out and about, I love seeing them. So I was really happy to see this. Again, we got the boxed original Castle Grayskull and the Ecto one up there. We just got some really amazing graded Star Wars figures. Just love looking at the stuff in this place. Got a graded Gwildor. I really like them to do him in the Origins line, but I very much doubt that's ever going to happen. Graded Roboto, Battle Cat. Got a Slife back there. And even it's a like Tamagotchi version of Babe. Not seen that before. That's absolutely brilliant. Don't see things like that very often. And then we've got the Beetlejuice Creepy Cruiser. Sorry to rudely interrupt whilst you're watching this video, but I just thought I'd take this opportunity to say, if you're liking the videos that I'm putting out, please, if you haven't done so already, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment, also give me a thumbs up and hit the like. It really does help the channel more than you know. It helps the videos be seen by a wider audience, and hopefully in turn helps this channel expand. Make sure that notification bell is switched on so you don't ever miss when a new video drops. Crash dummies. Still got lots and lots of loose figures. I would like to start getting the variants of the real Ghostbusters. Got Dick Tracy, Tucky, Mr. Perfect back there, 15 on Mr. Perfect, bendable Triple H original, Wiley the Kit. And they say, yeah, now we've got some really amazing carded WWF Hasbro. Got a Doink the Clown there. Hulk Hogan, obviously I've got these ones, but just not carded. Jim Dugan, Bushwhackers there. Again, I love that Krang. That is absolutely awesome. Got Space Usagi there. Just incredible amount of TMNT figures. And saw that before, but I love that tattoo. Absolutely love him. You've got these obscure porcelain turtles there. You don't see that very often. Some just really, really amazing figures. You've got that hot spot back there. Got Movie Splinter. Just so many toys in this line that I haven't got that I would love to get. Just screams 90s goodness. There we go. We've even got there the box for the Krang's android body. That is great to see. And I'm pretty sure when I was a kid, I think I might have had the motorised Crawling Splinter. So the new released Kill 'Em Off, which I've got, and Toxic, and I've just seen we've got Mayor Grody, which I think I'm probably going to have to pick up. Yeah, and I will be keeping him in the packaging. Love that.
Okay, you were warned to back off this Toxic Crusader stuff, and you didn't listen. I've also seen some of you picking up litter and recycling newspapers. What's next? Ride sharing? Be reasonable. If the atmosphere of the Earth improves too drastically, you'll lose the opportunity to meet a superior alien race. This Toxic Crusader thing can only end one way. Either you chill out or you check out.
Now, if you are a huge fan of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles toy line, then that means that you love anything, surely, that Playmate releases. And who can forget the amazing early 90s TV show, Toxic Crusaders, and along with that, the toy line. This is like TMNT on steroids. You know, there's neon, there's slime, there's ooze. Absolutely fantastic, and I have really wanted to get into that line. I've picked up a couple of the new versions released by Trick or Treat, so I've now got Toxie and Kill 'Em Off both on card, keeping them in the packaging because, let's be honest, the packaging looks absolutely fantastic. At some point I would like to get loose figures, so you know you have the carded and the loose, but whilst I was in the Vintage Toy Monster, I came across the previously unproduced, unreleased figure that is Mayor Grody. Thanks to Trick or Treat, they have finally released him. And as I'm there walking, looking at all the amazing figures and, you know, and toy sets that are at that shop, I come across Mayor Grody. And he looks fantastic. I had to have him. I picked him up. And you know, who in their right mind would not love Toxic Crusaders? As I say, it's just 90s personified. Absolutely extreme toys, and they look fantastic. So seeing him really got me excited, and I just want to get more Toxic Crusader toys. And we've got our Motu, got the New Adventures of He-Man back there. Can't remember what this guy's called. Is it Roadstore? I think they've just released him in the Origins line, so I'd really like to get that. Original Scareglow cape, 375. Ian,
Yeah.
you know on Scareglow, you've got the the glow stick, or you've got the green version. Is that like the more rarer one, that stick, or?
I think that, don't quote me on it. Put me on the
Put you on the spot there.
Yeah, you are. I can't remember which ones. I think that's the rarer one.
Yeah.
The green stick is the common one.
Right.
I think. I'd have to check.
Yeah, it's right.
Because I know I have got the green stick one loose graded I bought years ago.
Right.
I can't remember what I paid for it, but I bought that for myself.
Right, okay.
And I think the green stick was the harder one. I'm not too sure.
When I mostly see things, it's with the green stick.
I can't remember.
But yeah.
Yeah, I know one of them is harder than the other.
Yeah.
I forget which one it is.
I know, there's so many different variants now, it's hard to keep track of them all, isn't
And
it?
there's different capes as well.
Yes.
There's European cape,
Yeah.
and there's a US cape.
Yeah, yeah.
They don't wave to me, on me.
Got Star Trek there, good old Picard.
That's all the same doors.
Again, plenty of loose figures here.
This ain't got people. Don't have to deal with people.
Got Planet of the Apes.
I'm going for a bad spell, dealing with people.
But that's okay.
Really amazing Skeletor set there.
That's what if people look at you, I think.
Aliens, and I've got Power Rangers World Force Sword up there. Got that really cool Transformer set up there. Even more Transformers. Lots and lots of Transformers.
The Transformers, more than meets the eye. Autobots face their battle to destroy the evil forces of the Decepticons. The Transformers, more than meets the eye. The Transformers, robots in disguise.
Attack the Autobot commander! Call in the Decepticon leader!
Transformers, more than meets the
The Transformers, sold separately from Hasbro.
Again, I'll keep saying this, but I don't really know much about the Transformers line because there's just so many variations, versions. Quite the rabbit hole to go down. But I certainly do appreciate them. A quick interruption whilst we're going through the good stuff. If you are enjoying the videos, do me a massive favour and hit the subscribe button. Drop a like, leave a comment. It genuinely helps the channel more than you think, and it keeps this whole toy collective madness going. So again, for those that have already done it, thank you very much for subscribing. But if you haven't yet, it would really, really help. So, all right, let's get back to it. And we've got a couple of Mighty Maxes there. This year I would like to try to start getting into Mighty Maxes because that's definitely a toy line I had when I was a kid. Sectors there. Got a sealed Green Ranger. Love Power Rangers figures. I saw these when I came in, these like slime playsets there, and I think they look absolutely amazing.
And we can just pass them through.
Now we're down to what I love, and that is the Hasbro figures. I do like the Mountie figure. Again, you've got Mr. Perfect back there. Got Virgil, the black suit, Ted DiBiase, Rick Steiner, and again we've got that really obscure Hulk Hogan figure there with a couple of VHSs. Do gotta love a VHS. Now I presume these are Mattel figures. Oh, we've got the Hitman Hearts visor glasses there. That is cool. And then this caught my eye. This really amazing Hulk Hogan toothbrush set. It's not something you see every day, and that is just absolutely fantastic. Well, I see no dirty stuff on that toothbrush, so I presume it's not been used. Got a Doctor Who's. There is my Batman figure, the one where the belt comes out and then uses it as a zip line. Haven't got the cape, but at some point I would really love to start getting those figures, the Kenner ones.
Just you, lady.
Nobody says that Bax is on the phone with me now. And the fella there's YouTubing and he didn't
That Bioflesh Terminator 2 regenerator. That's amazing.
Yeah, not too bad, not too bad. Almost glad to get that right.
And I saw these before, really like these. You got Bela Lugosi figure and then the Frankenstein there. Just some of your old school DC dolls here. That Batman is really nice. 200 on that. Got Superman there, 65. Green Arrow. Got a good old David Hasselhoff Baywatch figure. Pamela Anderson there. And obviously you did have the Baywatch Barbie line.
Enough of them.
But other than that, I'm all right. I'll come back, can't I?
No,
Thanks for cakes the other day. Yeah, no, don't.
Got that Millennium Falcon.
Hello, Bruce.
Michelle.
Again, we've got the Arnie Commando there.
No, literally, I've been
Say
down
that
to
Frankenstein.
physio, and I thought I've got to go shopping
Love
for
that.
my mum. I thought I'd nip in, so it's Happy New Year.
Oh, yeah, I'll just say that. Yeah.
Very welcome.
Got some of the Mad Balls pop heads there. Looks like that is behind a Mad Balls lunchbox.
I ate far too much.
I couldn't even eat the Christmas dinner and I booked it.
Got Gurgling Guts there, so it looks like it's a bit of a knockoff.
You and Maria got down to...
Did you have the car?
We have these Monster Balls.
I see something today on. I know. That's what's watching it. It was an English guy with a.
Got this Action Man Transport Command. Never seen that before. When I was a kid, again, I used to really love my Action Men figures. Got Godzilla. And then we have the Rude Ralph. I think it's 1986, is it? But that is such an amazing piece. I've obviously seen that in quite a few YouTube videos from other people in the whole gross out sort of lines, and yeah, that's amazing. Released in 1986 by Axlon Toys, you are looking at Rude Ralph. A gross out toy with sounds. I believe he has a feature where his eye pops out. It's, you know, very, very similar to, to the Mad Boys that at the moment we're really used to seeing. Gross out toys are huge at the moment, and Rude Ralph is a really sought after toy. He is just that whole 80s vibe of these gross out toys that we've been seeing so much of recently. And I think I saw one of Retro Slacker's videos where he was able to pick him up. I say he's very sought after, quite hard to get hold of, but he's really displayed proudly there at the Vintage Toy Monster. Such a centerpiece and amazing to look at. I can see why so many people are into the whole gross out thing at the moment, because they're just very different to what we get nowadays. Obviously this is why we love the vintage stuff, because they're not producing these sort of things nowadays. So again, I've seen that previously. Nobody's picked him up as of yet, but he really is an amazing centerpiece. And if you are down there, if you do love the gross out toy lines, he's definitely one for you to pick up. Right, that's a brilliant clawful statue there. Love these motif statues. They're brilliant.
Where's that? It's Scarborough. Yorkshire coast.
And such a cool boglin that is. Love his little quiff that he's got going on.
Last half an hour going into it, it's starting to snow because she gets going to be bigger.
And then we have the food fighters there.
They get really rough, yeah. I mean, they do get bad.
That's mad, isn't it?
And then some carded Mad Balls.
She took her dead boy out the box. I said, what the fuck?
There's Fist Face, Lock Lips. Got another Lock Lips there.
So he's just starting to come in.
Not too bad, yeah, she's sort of like
But she's got fairly cautiously.
Got these figures.
And it's light.
So Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
So I'm glad she left when she did, but that's just...
And we've got a Hugh Hefner, Simpsons there.
Boxing Day for the
Kid Rock.
Christmas Day, that was good. Yeah, that was my mates. But Christmas Day,
Black Adam.
I still cooked Christmas dinner, took some into my mum. And she goes, so what was I expecting? A couple of slices of turkey, what am I going to dinner? Couple hours
Got
later,
quite a few Freddy there.
if I'd known you cooked, I said, that's all
We've got these carded Bushwhackers.
Make the most of it.
Yeah, precisely.
Again, the carded
Not going down that route, so that
amazing
was firmly
stuff
not
from
you.
Hasbro. Graded here.
Christmas comes but once a year, so do dinner.
That's what I'll do Christmas Day.
Oh, your dinner was lovely.
Just love these figures so much.
Stuffed chicken breast.
Well, chicken is so turkey.
And I made the same stuff.
Here we got Supernaturals.
There was only 4 of them, wasn't there?
Yeah,
So
it was
a
good.
bit
I
different.
couldn't eat it all.
Yeah, because Mia went up north, didn't she?
Yeah, no snart there.
There's no
It was
snow.
cold.
But
Nice.
We got Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventures here. Wild Stallions Jam Session 2-pack. Not seen that one before.
Picked the best 2 weeks because the 2 weeks before they
And the more
best week,
TMNT.
2 weeks before they went up there, it was pouring with rain up there. Really
Absolutely
miserable.
love these figures.
No,
Again,
week, yeah, just a week
really,
and a bit.
really would love to have Monty Moose because I just love that figure.
But Luke's mum said that once they
And then
left,
carded
coming back, they
Secret
go down
Wars.
from Skye to Carlisle, stayed the night in Carlisle.
Yeah, right on the border.
She reckons the day they left, it got really cold and horrible and miserable up there again. But they're moving, they're not staying there.
All right,
But they're moving this year, aren't they? Supposed to be in the Isle of Skye. So I think they're going to go back.
So we've got the mini Boglins.
They're going,
There, is it?
Got the Boba Fett's slave one there.
well, Mia reckons, she's just told me now, that Luke's sister to Gloucester.
What to do?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Got carded Predator figures back there. And then carded Earthworm Jim figures.
And she's a writer.
She's been
And then we've got these Ben Cooper figures here.
So she just sits at the big house.
27 each.
She said you have to occasionally look after a pet. Yeah, she said some of the places she stayed at, I think they have this big place that they have to look after one cat.
Got these carded Skeleton Warriors there.
Yeah.
And
I will.
carded Robin
I will.
Hoods.
I'll do it tomorrow because it's in Misha's car.
That's fine.
I've got to get it out. Yeah. Dropped a letter in the door.
Yeah,
But
that's
as
fine.
soon
Got
as
that
I know
amazing
I've exchanged
Godzilla
contracts,
box
it's
up
like,
there.
I've got a letter in the door. She's like, but it is changed
And
something.
Coraline,
And also
I do love myself some Coraline.
We didn't bother on that. They asked us on that.
And we've got the Motu boxed sealed fighter there.
I should have pulled them
550 on that.
because our garden walls all cracked. And they was digging out. They dug out the path and the foundation.
Back to this section. So yeah, these LGN Tiger Sharks figures are quite an expensive line to get because we didn't have this cartoon over in the UK, I think. I'm pretty sure that these were released in 1987. You've got Mako and T-Ray there. So Mako being the hero. That version, his head spins around and reveals his human head, very much like the Power Rangers figures, where changes from the helmet to the normal head. And yeah, T-Ray, he was the leader villain of the, I think they're called the Mantanas. But yeah, made by the same people that do Thundercats, but yeah, we just didn't get this, and because it wasn't as popular, people kind of just forgot about the line, discarded them, lost them, whatever, and they're just a bit more obscure trying to get them, so therefore more expensive. So for someone who loves the Thundercats toy line, I couldn't believe when I went into the Vintage Toy Monster last year for the first time, Ian told me about those two figures that you see there. So you have Mako and T-Ray from the TV show, also made by LGN, Tiger Sharks. This is not a cartoon that we had over here in the UK. So yeah, my awareness was zero. But after I went into the Vintage Toy Monster originally, I got interested in these figures, looked a bit more into it, and as I said, just can't believe that I've missed something made by LGN. As I say, Mako there, he is the leader of the good guys, and T-Ray is the leader of the villains. I think they're called the Mantanas. Please correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. But these toys are quite rare, quite hard to get a hold of over in this country. Because we didn't get the cartoon over here, we also, I don't believe, got the toy line. And because the popularity of these wasn't as big as Thundercats, and there wasn't as many toys produced, they're far and few in between. People didn't really care for them. They lost them, they got rid of them. So they are harder to find, and that means they come with a heftier price tag. Mako there is very reminiscent of the Power Rangers toys, where the heads flip around. So you've got, the masked shark version there of the head, but then it flips round into his human head. Again, this is a really amazing toy line that maybe one day, hopefully, further down the line, I would like to get into, because I like anything by LGN. I want to try and watch the cartoons more. I've only been able to find some things on YouTube, not the greatest quality, but I'm going to keep looking, because definitely something that I want to invest a bit of time in, getting to know more about that toy line, just so I know what the hell I'm talking about. And then yeah, as we know, I love my Thundercats figures. I've got a fair few of them, but these are all complete. Got the amazing growl that is the Tongosaurus. And then Bengali, my man, the Astral Monster. And then we have a carded Chitara. Look how amazing that is. That is mint. Incredible to see that. And yeah, I think I'm going to get this Mayor Grody now, because I need him. 28 on that. That is brilliant. So yeah, I absolutely love this shop. So much going, so much of this area is filled top to bottom with amazing toys. So definitely get yourself down here if you've not been before. So we've got some really amazing stuff here. I think by the looks of it, oh yeah, we've got an Ecto Glow. What is that, an Ecto Glow? No, that is the Pit of Venkman and Tooth Ghost. That is amazing to see. Got a carded Frankenstein there. Got the invisible Raph back there. Leonardo Swamp Thing. Obviously these are the Universal Monster ones, which are incredible. I would love to get them. Right. And I think I might get Egon here. So start collecting those variants of real Ghostbusters. So just to give you a scope of this place, I say it is just filled top to bottom with absolutely amazing retro toys and new toys, but there's just so much here and it's just absolutely incredible. And that was my revisit to the Vintage Monster Toy Shop in Portsmouth. As I said, this is my only second time going there. First time was last year, and I have just fallen in love with the place. There's nothing better than a shop that is just packed from floor to ceiling of vintage toys. Again, Ian, who owns the store, he's such a chatty guy. He's very knowledgeable. He's just happy to engage with customers, toy fanatics alike, and just have a real good discussion with him. I could literally be there for hours and hours. I'm sure I will get kicked out at some point, but yeah, really enjoy myself anytime I go there. So if you haven't been, get yourself down there because it's a fantastic shop. Right, I guess it's the part where I should show you what I've bought. So come on, let's take a gander. Okay, so you know the drill by now. Up first is the Wave 3 1998 Egon Spengler Fright Feature. This is definitely one I had as a kid. As you should hopefully know by now if you have been watching my videos, I am and was, when I was a kid, really big on the real Ghostbusters figures. And I had quite a few of them, but I especially remember having this one. On this figure, the tie, unfortunately, has been broken. That was always a fragile part on this figure, but I really wanted to start collecting, variants. So really happy to get this one. Let's just give that fright action a little go. There we go. Got to love that one. But as I said, I'm going to get more variants, get more of these figures because I just love real Ghostbusters. So I'm not going to spin this one around because it's just too big, but I just absolutely love this Toxic Crusaders Mayor Grody. As I said, this is previously unproduced, wasn't in the original line, but thanks to Trick or Treat, they have released him and he looks absolutely fantastic. Really just suits that Toxic Crusaders toy line. Really happy to have him now in the collection, keeping him on the card. As I said, I would like to further down the line get loose original figures of the toy line, but for now, really happy just to be including this one in the three that I now have. So for 2026, as I've said, I would love to see this channel expand. I want to go places that I've not been before. One thing in the pipeline, hopefully soon, is that I would like to go to the Space Bridge in New Milton and New Forest. I did go once when it was in a previous shop, but now it's in a newer location. I haven't been to that as of yet, so I'd really love to get down there. Say we've got Toy Fairs coming up. Really want to get to Sandown next month. One thing on the bucket list, maybe a lot later on down the line, would be going to the NEC, because when I was talking to Ian at the Vintage Toy Monster, he was saying how great the NEC is. So that is definitely one for the bucket list. But let's see where 2026 takes this channel. My next video will be coming this month, and I'm just going to give you a bit of an updated tour of the toy room. As you can see behind me, I've started bringing down, boxes just to give a bit more of that retro toy aesthetic. One thing that I'm so proud of is that Sword of Omens, also by Trick or Treat, who are now releasing the Toxic Crusaders line. But yeah, give you a little bit of a tour, see what new things that I've got. I've got some amazing things, for me personally. If you've seen, some of my previous videos, you will know that I got recently for Christmas my very own personal grail. So I'll let you have a really good look at that. But that's it for me for now. I say, stay tuned this month for the next video, and I will leave you here by saying, if I don't see you for the week, I'll see you for the window.